And hi, everyone out there watching and listening. This is the 2022 Best Harbor in the U.S. Contest Awards ceremony. And we're here celebrating with all of the harbors around the country that won this year's contest. We had over 2,000 voters. The contest was hot and heavy. And we've got some recurring winners and also some brand new winners. Thank you to everyone who voted and everyone who participated. This is U.S. Harbor's fourth year of running this contest, and it's been a fascinating experience. One of the most important things that we've discovered from doing this contest is the passion that people feel for their community. And that, to me, has been something that is so invaluable. When we think about all the issues that coastal communities face with rising coastal seawater levels and inundations and increasing storms, make it really, really important that we have really cohesive communities. And we're going to hear today from some communities that have really made great investments in their waterfronts and in the quality of the water they have and in their boating infrastructure. And those things are super important, not only to the vitality of the community for an attraction, but also to the importance of having a cohesive community that is really sustainable in the long run, which is what we love and what U.S. Harbors is ultimately dedicated to. So let's get started. We're going to start on the West Coast with this year's Pacific winner, and that is our great friends at Depot Bay, Oregon. And they were the grand winner in 2020, and they were also the Pacific winner in 2021. We love them. And smallest navigable harbor in the world. Beautiful place. And going to introduce Melissa Sommer from the Depot Bay Chamber of Commerce. And with her is Noily Aiken from the Tradewinds Charter Organization. Melissa, tell us about Depot Bay.
Sure. I'm so lucky to be part of Depot Bay. I've been here for 2 years and started with the 2021. And actually, this contest was my first official act as the chamber director. And I got to meet a lot of our captains and learn more about our harbor. And that's why I was so excited to invite Noily, because she has so much knowledge and history. Her family is multi-generational in that area. But I do have a small little statement from the mayor because she couldn't attend. We have a big emergency preparedness summit that she definitely needs to be part of, obviously. So is it okay if I read that first?
Absolutely.
Okay, she says, the city of Depot Bay continues to be honored with the recognition of winner of Best Harbor and will strive to make our harbor even better in the coming years. It is still the safest and most convenient harbor in the world for ingress and egress, but we have plans in the works for a safer moorage and improved accessibility for the handicapped. Thank you, Mayor Kathy Short. And then my expert on Depot Bay.
Hi. So my name is Noily Aiken. I am the Vice President at Tradewinds Charters here in Depot Bay, as well as a member of the Chamber of Commerce. I'm excited to introduce our little town to you guys. Depot Bay is a unique and treasured town on the Pacific Northwest. There's so many reasons, so many things that make our harbor so special. Not only are we home to the world's smallest navigable harbor, we're also the whale watching capital of the West Coast. We are 5 miles of rock surrounded by 20 miles of beach on each side. So that means that we are the ideal feeding grounds for our resident gray whales during the summer and fall, which also means we have whales here almost year round. So during migration time, we also get the pleasure of seeing orcas and humpback whales come through from time to time. So whales year-round in Depot Bay, which a lot of people don't know about. They think we see whales during migration, and that's it. Not true for Depot Bay, so that's pretty special. The geography of our home makes it a premier fishing ground as well. It cuts down travel time to the hundreds of rockfish reefs that are hugging our shores and beyond. You have the opportunity to catch these rockfish as well as lingcod, Chinook salmon, coho salmon, Pacific halibut, albacore tuna, Dungeness crab, all within the respective seasons. Bottom fishing is open year-round, so we get to do that whenever we want to. And for the independent fishermen, we have a pretty a nice boat ramp with fish cleaning stations there. So that's really nice as well. While we enjoy the beauty and the activities that Depot Bay has to offer, we can do so knowing that we are protected with the U.S. Coast Guard nestled tightly in our harbor there. And along with all the ocean has to offer us, we have beautiful viewpoints and nature trails and hikes that are along here. If you're ever in Depot Bay in the wintertime, you'll want to take a walk along the seawall where you can experience the spouting horns. Depot Bay is famous for some of the best ones. And this is a natural phenomenon that occurs when a large wave crashes into the rocks, into a small crevice, and it creates this huge vertical spout that comes up. And in our case, it comes across the entire highway at times. So it's a pretty amazing thing to witness, and it's something that will elevate any storm watcher's experience. So those are just a few reasons why we believe Depot Bay is one of the most greatest places on earth. We hope you decide to visit us, whether you're looking for a thrilling adventure on the water, natural spectacles, or a quiet coastal experience. We've got you covered. And we are just really honored to be chosen once again for the best harbor in the Pacific region for 2022.
Great. Thank you both. That was wonderful. I'm still dying to get out there. I haven't been out yet, and I just love the photos. I love all the videos I've seen. So I'm totally excited for whenever I can get out there. Thank you.
Call me when you do. We'll set it up.
I'll do it. So I don't see anybody from the Great Lakes, but I do want to announce, if anybody's here, please jump in. But oh, Amanda, you are here. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, hello. Hi there.
Good to see you.
Sorry. It's good to see you as well. Again this year. Thank you so much. We're so thrilled. And I'm sorry that I'm joining from my vehicle. I'm on my way from one meeting to another today. So I'm so happy that I made it on time today.
Let's talk about Charlevoix. It is such a cool harbor, and just like Depot Bay, it's really, really unique. Located in Michigan, it was our winner. Really, it was kind of a grand slam last year in 2021. It just really, I think the whole of Michigan must have voted. It was crazy. Charlevoix really took it away, and we were thrilled to have them be our 2021 grand winner. And then this year they won the Great Lakes. And Amanda, can you just give us a few things that what make Charlevoix great?
Yeah, so I mean, the Great Lakes are great, right? Being in Michigan, we're kind of in the middle of the Great Lakes, which is amazing. Charlevoix is located on the northwest coast of the Lower Peninsula. So we are located between Traverse City and Mackinac Island, which a lot of people have heard of both of those places. But Charlevoix has the best harbor and the best marina area. So it's located right in downtown Charlevoix. It has, spaces for great spaces for boats as well. And all of the people that use our harbor love it because it's downtown and it's walkable to all of the great amenities that our town offers. And obviously the Great Lakes are freshwater. So I think all the other winners are saltwater areas. So it really provides a different type of experience, different types of fishing, as well as different boating experiences. So it's really great. And we're connected to Lake Michigan. Round Lake is where our actual harbor is. And then that connects to Lake Charlevoix, which is also an award-winning lake. We've won some great awards for our Lake Charlevoix. It's the second best lake in the United States, according to USA Today. So we're just award winners here in Charlevoix, and we're so happy to win the Great Lakes area for this award. So thank you so much.
It's our pleasure, but really everybody should know that the winners of this contest are winners because the people voted for them. It's a popular choice type of thing. We don't put our fingers on the scale at all here. So you can know that your community was getting out there for you guys. And it sounds like an amazing, amazing place. What kind of fish are people getting there? Do you know? Are you a fisherman?
I am not a fisherman, but I do know what kind of fish. So our specialty is whitefish. So whitefish, walleye, perch are all really popular. And I'm actually parked right outside our fishery office here in Charlevoix. So we have John Cross Fisheries, which they fish for them daily and bring in the fresh catch of the day. And most of the restaurants in town use these fish for their dinners. So it's a great spot. You can have fish that was caught the same day, and sit at a restaurant and look at the lake where your fish was caught same day. It's a beautiful thing.
Thank you so much. It was great to see you, and congratulations. I got to get out
Thank
there.
you.
We did last year, we had a donor, was Divvy Rod, gave a tide station to Charlevoix. And I'm
Yes.
really curious to know how that's running. So I'll have to get in touch with Denny over there and see.
Yes. I was going to say our harbor master would know.
Yeah, I know that he was concerned mostly with having it to understand the ice flow in the winter, because you guys don't, of course, have the tides that coastal communities have, but.
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
It's a little different. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you very much for coming. I'm going to move on now to the Gulf Coast winner. And unfortunately, we had their mayor slated to come talk, but he had a last minute meeting and couldn't make it. So the Gulf Coast winner, and it's the first time winner for this community, is Fort Myers, Florida. So we are sending them a big congratulations to Fort Myers. The community down there is very, very enthusiastic about how wonderful it is. There were quite a few comments on how fun it is to be there, and how great it is to go sit on the boardwalk or in the community and have a cocktail, and there's lots of music and lots of boats. So that seems like a great place. So next we're going to go to the Southeast winner. So the Southeast winner this year again was Hilton Head, and Hilton Head has several harbors. So we're going to be hearing from the Palmetto Dunes team right now, and I think we have Mason on the line. Is that right? It's not Brittany, right? Can you guys hear me? I can't hear you right now. I can see that you're here, but it looks like you're unmuted, but I don't hear you. So you know what we'll do? We'll come back to you guys if you are able to figure out the sound, but we will say that it also is an incredibly beautiful place that is very, 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 very popular with boaters in South Carolina. Hilton Head itself is just an amazing place to visit. If you haven't been there on the East Coast, it's a must visit destination. And of course, the marinas have great facilities for boaters, and everyone pretty much loves it. So let's move up to another first time winner. We're moving up the coast now, up the East Coast, and this is the Mid-Atlantic region. We were really thrilled and very surprised, I have to say, to have Gowanus Bay, New York win the prize this year. And we have Captain Brad Vogel here with us, and he is from the Gowanus Dredgers Canoe Club. Is that right, Captain?
That is correct. Yes. No, thank you so much. And I can't believe you were surprised. I mean, it's as soon as Gowanus got involved with this and we even learned about the contest, we were all in. But yeah, thank you so much for having us. It's been really fun. My name is Brad Vogel. I'm the captain of the Gowanus Dredgers Canoe Club, and we were created in 1999. And then the word dredgers in our name came from something that really was the genesis of the club, which was an effort to dredge up toxic sediments in the Gowanus Canal, which is immediately upstream in a tidal estuary from Gowanus Bay. So our club started out on the Gowanus Canal, and at this point we're on both the Gowanus Canal and Gowanus Bay. And Gowanus Bay, just to situate people, is a little corner of New York Upper Harbor, wedged between Red Hook, Brooklyn, Sunset Park, Brooklyn, and then sort of extending up into Gowanus, Brooklyn. So it's on the east side, the Long Island side of New York Harbor. And as I was saying, Gowanus Canal is notorious it is a current federal Superfund site that is in cleanup right now, but it's going to take years. So we continue to be out there advocating for the continuation of that very costly and complex cleanup. But the thing that I think really gets people excited about Gowanus Bay in particular is that it's such a crossroads. There's a little bit of everything. For an urban harbor, there's a lot more going on than you might think. It's very much an industrial place. So you have commercial tugs, both fuel and pilotage tugs moving around. You have basically one of the city's very large trash transfer stations where trucks drive in and then boats take the garbage out. We have an asphalt plant, a cement plant, you name it. But on the other side of things, we have recreational canoeing. We have a resilience startup on a barge that does experiments with plants and resilience strategies, growing mussels, the whole 9 yards. And our canoe club is really at this point a lot more than just a canoe club, because we engage with the arts community in a pretty vigorous way, music, science, education, all that on top of the actual recreational boating. So we're working right now on we just got some great news today from the EPA and some of the parties that are responsible for the cleanup, the Superfund parties, that they will be funding a dock build for us to provide new access for the public into Gowanus Bay. So that's a huge improvement that will be coming along in the course of this year. And again, we're just really grateful and excited. Thanks to everyone out there who heeded our call to jump into the fray and vote. But we're so excited, everyone in Gowanus Bay and Gowanus more broadly, to be the best harbor in the Mid-Atlantic region this year. Thank you.
And we are really, really excited that you won too. It just goes to show you really that this is about the passion of communities, and what an important thing to do, right? I mean, a Superfund site, you guys have been out there working, making it happen, and that the community is really so engaged that they got out there to vote for it, and not only get out there to vote, but get out there to do the hard work, right? I mean, that's, but it sounds like hard work and fun and also really interesting.
Absolutely. No, that's crucial. It's a big part of what we do is getting people down to the water's edge, making it fun and interesting so that there's actually a constituency there to push for water access, to push for cleanup and cleaner water. And I did want to just shout out one person who's joined us here, Nicole Vergala, who's another key dredger who helps us on so many fronts. And she's been a big part of our team over the last couple of years.
Great. Well, hi, Nicole. We can't see you, but thanks for everything you do for Gowanus Bay. And we did get your updated photo, so I put it on the site. And we would love to see more photos from Gowanus Bay. It's been really a challenge for us to get photos. So, send us photos of the canoe club at work. That would be really wonderful. We'd love to share those with the public, and big congratulations on the dock. Now that is very, very exciting. That's going to even propel things forward, I'm sure.
Absolutely. No, thank you so much.
Yeah. Great. All right. So now I have the great pleasure for introducing our grand winner in 2022, the best harbor in the US. Yet again, this harbor had won our best harbor the first year we ran this contest. And again, that was a landslide victory that year. That's incredibly engaged community, and that is Padenham, South Dartmouth, Massachusetts. And we have some great friends here with us. We have Steve Mello with us. He is the harbor master who we have spent a long time talking to, and Love is a great friend in Padenham. And we have Dave Tattlebaum, who is the head of the select board in Padenham, and Julie Turbide, who works at South Wharf right there in Padenham, and also Cape Yachts. It's I guess the same place. And shall we start with you, Dave? You want to say a few words?
Very few. I I've been a resident here myself for 60 years. I've used the water in the harbor myself. We're thrilled for the award, but not only we have the natural beauty of a harbor, but we have the people to back it up. I've known Steve Mello for many, many years. Great family man and a new family man as well. So congratulations again, Steve. Steve's backed up by our Waterways Committee, and we even have now a rather extensive, we did a major harbor management plan. We're working on cleaning up the water, adding oyster and shellfish beds, and Steve is the on ground zero to help us out to make sure it gets done. It's a wonderful place. Business in the Paid Nerem business district is fabulous. Restaurants and crafts and all kinds of shops. It all works together. We got a great effort in town by so many people, and I'm proud to be part of it, a small part, but I'm going to let Steve talk about the harbor because when it comes to the harbor, Steve is the man, and I'm thrilled to be able to work alongside Steve because he does a fabulous job with great passion. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you, Dave. Hi, Anastasia. It's great being here again. I still remember the first award ceremony 4 years ago when we basically opened the Maritime Center with the award ceremony. That was our first public gathering. That was our first use of that facility on Paid Nerem's waterfront. And that facility continues to draw people in by land and by sea. We had a successful Christmas season lighted buoy tree, first for Dartmouth, at the Maritime Center, which drew in early December crowd of hundreds, bands, and people just having a great time. It's really done its job attracting people to our waterfront and from our waterway to our waterfront. You mentioned earlier the passion of boaters, and for most of our boaters are recreational in nature, and for most, boating is not always a matter of life or death. To them, it seems to be more important than that. And serving them is more than a full-time job, 24/7, at least during the summer months, but it's also a labor of love. Dave mentioned being the new family man. I have a 9-month-old daughter who I'm seeing the world through her eyes for the first time, and just the beauty that she sees that I have started to take for granted. It's amazing. And I hope that it's that way for others when they visit, when they hear about us, they want to visit. David's been a great asset on a harbor plan implementation committee, where we are focusing on the water quality, enhancing public access, better use for that Maritime Center for public education. We're looking at the value of having an award-winning popular waterfront, not just in terms of dollars and cents, but in terms of the quality of life that it's bringing to our residents and to our visitors. Aquaculture has become a big part of what the town is promoting, and that all ties in nicely with water quality and best uses of our waterfront. Again, I can't say enough. I'm humbled by the award. I'm ecstatic that people find our waterfront inviting and popular, and I hope I can continue to make it that way for many more people.
Thank you, Steve. And you are just such a wonderful, I don't know, guardian of the waterfront down there. We love working with you, and congratulations on your new family member. That's really fun. Yeah. And by the way, everyone, did you notice Steve's wonderful hat that he's wearing? It's a U.S. Harbors hat, and we will be giving away one of those in a short order. We also have Julie here. Julie, you want to say a word or two?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us. And I'd love to say a few words and just share a little bit about Paid Nerem and where we're located in case anyone's curious. So we're just across Buzzards Bay from Cuttyhunk in the middle of New England's prime sailing and cruising grounds of Martha's Vineyard, the Elizabeth Islands, and Nantucket. So we have a lot of South Wharf boaters who come to our marina or have a slip at our marina that have the ability to just head on over to the island. As Steve mentioned and Dave mentioned, We have a very awesome community at Peyton Aram Village with restaurants and shops. So a lot of our boaters come in and get to walk around Peyton Aram Village and enjoy what we have to offer, not only just at the harbor, but the village surrounding it. And I would echo the sentiment of what Steve and Dave said about our community, and it really does take a village. And our Peyton Aram community came through yet again, and so happy to see that we're recognized for our beautiful harbor. And thank you for hosting this awesome contest. We love it.
Yeah, we love you guys at Peyton Aram. That talk about passion. Now, if people realize, I don't know how any community as passionate. The only ones who came close before were the Charlevoix people last year. They're really these kind of landslide victories, but congratulations to you guys. Now, I am seeing someone here from, it looks like from Hilton Head, and I just have unmuted you, and I don't know, there's a telephone number there. If you are able to just say a few words, I'm pretty sure it's the harbor master. Hello?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yay, yes, we can indeed. Welcome.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, so I've actually only been the harbor master here for 3 weeks now, but I have previously worked at this marina back in the day just as a dockhand. But I was in the past, I've worked in marinas up in Virginia, Florida, Texas, and now I'm coming back home to be the harbor master here on Hilton Head at Shelter Cove. And I can truly say, after working at all those marinas, Hilton Head, Shelter Cove Marina is one of the most beautiful and just amazing harbors that I've ever been to. It's right in the heart, the center of Hilton Head Island. I mean, location-wise, you can't get much better than that. We've got 178 boat slips here, and we do, a ton of business with charter companies, water sports, lots of fishing charters, and then we've got a huge variety of shops and restaurants that pretty much wrap around the entire marina here. So it's one of a kind for sure. I've got a great team here. We've got a great ship store, and we're lucky enough to be able to have a Harbor Fest 12 times actually this summer, and today is our second week out of 12. So that's why I'm joining by phone here today. It's pretty busy. I just got back from the barge over here helping these guys load up the fireworks, getting ready for tonight. So yeah, if anybody ever is in the area in Hilton Head, definitely check us out because it's truly amazing.
That's great. Thank you so much, Mason, and congratulations on becoming the new harbor master down there. It's wonderful to hear your passion, and also I think it's probably great fishing around there, is it?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of it. We got a ton of fishing charters out of here. Lots of inshore fishing. Guys have been doing a lot of. So that's my radio right there. Lots of redfish, lots of trout. Cobia season's happening right now. So a couple of charters just got back yesterday. They each did, obviously not keeping, but 15 cobia were caught on one boat. 20 cobia were caught in the other boat. So, yeah, pretty great fishing around here for sure.
Great. Well, thank you for joining us. We really, really appreciate it. And super nice to meet you. Nice
meeting you guys. Yeah. Thank you so much for the award. We really appreciate it.
All right. All right. So now we've announced our winners of this year's Best Harbor. I also want to mention that we will be sending out our plaques that we have to put up in your different locations, hopefully on your waterfront, so people can see that you won this award. So you guys can expect to see those in the next week or two. And let's see, and poor Peyton Aram, I hope you have a big enough wall there. You might have to expand your center to get all these awards displayed. Anyway, let's move on. We just have one more thing to do. And that is to announce the winners of our drawings. So every person who voted, it was 1 vote per person. Every person that voted was entered into our random drawing. And we have 3 prizes this year. The first one is one of our chart t-shirts. We have t-shirts that have the nautical charts of people's harbors for sale on our online store. And if you're interested, it's usharbors.mybigcommerce.com. But this year, the winner of our chart t-shirt was Bob Smitty, and he voted for Cape May, New Jersey. And he says the Coast Guard is always there and the fishing is great. So congratulations to Bob, and we'll be getting him his t-shirt. The second winner of a second prize is the U.S. Harbors hat, just like Steve was wearing. We're sending to Karen Weiserick. I'm sure I'm pronouncing her name incorrectly, but Karen voted for Biddeford Pool, Maine, which is near our hometown. And she says that she loves the area because much of it is part of the Rachel Carson National Wildlife Refuge. And I've been to that area and it is truly spectacular. There, of course, is the ocean side, but there's also these estuaries, and you can take your kayak or your stand-up paddleboard and really get around in there. And it's just really, really fabulous. And then I'm going to introduce Parvinder, and Parvinder is going to tell you a little bit about his company, who has been the sponsor at Zopin.com of our 2022 Best Harbor Contest. And he will be announcing the grand prize winner, who is winning one of the iSups, inflatable sups that Parvinder has offered as a giveaway. Take it away,
Well,
Parvinder.
Thanks, Anastasia. Good to be part of it. And just, I mean, a lot of representatives of the gorgeous harbors I see online. Just to introduce Zopin, like we are online and we focus on active, healthy, organic lifestyle. And we focus some of the niche segments on the marine segment. One of it is water sports, where we have an amazing collection of inflatable ISEP, kayaks, air platforms, and inflatable boats. You can see it online on our site. When I say amazing collection, it's in terms of the size and also the niche segments like fishing, fitness, yoga, racing, multi-person, whitewater rafting, ocean, surfing. You can look it online. We also focus on chemical-free sanitization of boats and vessels. When I say chemical-free, like we have some of the equipment like steam cleaners, which are the best one to kill any fungi or mold in the boats. We have some polishers and buffers. And then another segment which we are very passionate about is innovative solar and recreational lights. Now, these are innovative. I stress on the word. I kind of encourage you to look online, because these are the lights which you can have it on your boat, or when you're like kind of docked on a marina and entertaining your family and friends. These are amazing. These are solar. You put them out during the day, they're good for all night, and they have amazing Bluetooth speakers. So, I mean, I know there are representatives of many harbors here, so I invite you to collaborate with us. We can offer some discounts for your members, and these are amazing products. You can go online and see and look forward. I think Anastasia can connect us, and we can offer some discounts to your members. Well, good to be part of 2022 Best Harbor Award. And I believe the winner this year has an option to choose out of 2 great products. One is a fishing inflatable board, which is 38 inches wide. And one is fitness yoga board, which is 36 inches wide. So it's like he can choose. Why I'm saying he, because I see his name as Jack Milburn, winning the great grand prize from Newport, Rhode Island. So Jack, well, congratulations to Jack. Well, he can choose either a fishing or fitness board. Depends if he wants to go himself fishing or he wants to offer fitness yoga on water to his partner. Well, congratulations, Jack. And we will connect through Anastasia. We'll figure out which one you want, the fishing or the fitness, yoga on water board, and we will ship you in the next few days. Thanks, Anastasia.
And thank you, Parvinder. We really, really appreciate your support of this. I think it's a great,
Pleasure.
it's an incredible giveaway to be able to have an ISUP. And of course, everybody could use something they can throw in the back of their car. You can put it on your shoulder, carry it, and
Yeah, I mean,
inflate it and be on the water.
Yeah, we say don't carry it on your head when you can backpack.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so that brings us to the end of our 2022 Best Harbor Award celebration. I want to thank all the winning harbors. I want to thank all the communities that voted for the harbors, not just the winners, but all around the country. Over 700 harbors were nominated, or not actually nominated, were voted on. And those harbors range from Alaska to Hawaii, all up and down the Pacific coast, all across the Gulf Coast, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Florida, and then all the way up the East Coast, all the way up to here to Maine. And we've just had a huge turnout, and we love that people are so passionate about living on the coast, protecting the coast, and helping their communities really thrive. So thanks again, everybody. We really appreciate your attendance here today. Congratulations, and we'll hopefully see you all next year. Take care. Bye-bye.